Hey guys, what's up? Roger here. Today we've got a couple of orders we've got to process, so we're printing them right now. This is the glue and primer caddy. I've actually sold one on Etsy and one on eBay. Strangely enough, I did two different things. On the eBay, I only offer it in black, where on the Etsy I offered it in a couple of different colors. I wanted to see if that had any real effect. I don't know that it does. I think if I only offered it in black, people would probably still buy it, which makes me wonder, should I offer products in several colors when they're functional prints like tools and things like that? Now, don't get me wrong, if it's a DeWalt battery holder, then we should probably print it in yellow, that kind of thing. If it's for a rigid product, like a rigid battery holder, then it should probably be orange. In case of a 32 ounce primer and glue caddy, does it need to be available in colors? I don't know. I don't really know. But if I sell this one, which I already have printed, which is kind of cool, so I don't have to print one. I probably will print another one, obviously, to put it back in my display case, but at the very least, we have this one ready to go for our shipment today. And I'm kind of lucky in the fact that I have an established business and we get shipments all the time. So I have tons and tons of packing materials, just box after box of papers and foam and you name it. Bubble tape, like you name it. And boxes, which is another good thing. Because I get shipments, I get tons of boxes, and that does save me money on shipping materials, obviously. But one thing it doesn't do is lead itself to consistency. And you see a lot of Etsy sellers, they use the same type of box. They'll use these kind of poly bags. And these little poly bags, they'll use those to wrap up their products. So they have a consistent delivery method. There's even one guy on YouTube, he actually prints, not only does he have a product, but he prints a container to put the product in at the same time. And I'm like, whew, man, cuts into profitability a little bit there, but I can't say much. He's clearly making more sales than me at the moment. So there may be something to it. But for me, it keeps me in a better profitability range if I'm using the products that I get deliveries from my other business, and I save those packing materials and actually use them to ship these materials. So this one is for the 32 ounce that's sold on eBay, and that's this one here. It's the bigger, larger, big boy. So we're going to go ahead and use some of the packing materials we have that we got. So previously we had gotten in other deliveries. And this is going to go in a box, so basically I just want to put some bubble tape around it. Make sure that it's good and secure and it doesn't take any hard hits. I get tons of this packing paper. The company's sending me shipments in, so I can line the box, put the product in, and then I know it'll be nice and secure. That's the ticket right there. All right, so grab our tape gun, tape up our box, and then we need to print out our shipping label, and this one's ready to go. As we wait for our product to print, we can get ready to ship it out, which we've already got our other one packed up and ready to go. Shout out to Technical Tinkers. If you haven't subscribed to him, his channel's doing really well. He's kind of a startup deal like me, and he did mention me in one of his videos recently, which was cool, and I appreciate that much. So giving that love back to him. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, go check him out. He primarily prints very large, massive ass prints, and he's kind of taking a different approach than I am. So go check him out. Technicals Tinkers. Pretty good stuff. Now my approach at this point has been more practical prints, right? My original 10 Mile Creations, I'm doing more practical stuff. I kind of started off with like vases and stuff like that, like just throwing everything at the wind and see what would stick, right? I started doing a few practical prints. I noticed that those started doing okay. So, but still my 10 Mile Creations page is just a little bit of everything. Where I decided to go the route of cloudy cup holders, which if you guys didn't see my previous video, I decided to do some drilling down to niche market products. So this, focus. Yeah, so this is a cup holder insert for your disposable vape. Now what I decided to do there was, instead of doing a single listing and then having all the different types of variants, I decided to do a separate listing for each individual style of disposable vape. My store instantly had a lot of products, but it made me wonder, if people find the cup holder and it's not the product they're looking for, do they go to my store to try to find the one they want, or do they just move on because it's the wrong one? It's a tough, because if I had a single listing and they actually found the listing and it had a bunch of variants, they could find the product they wanted, but I would only have one listing, you know, where this way I have lots of listings. It looks like I have lots of products, but it also gives me lots of opportunities to advertise. So one product that Etsy will present to people, or advertise 10 products, and all 10 of those products could be, you know, put in front of people. So that was kind of my leaning, was more products I can advertise, the more opportunity I have to put them in front of their face. If it happens to be the wrong product, hopefully they go to my store and they look and they try to find the right one. Now, I had done a video recently about, you know, drilling down, and we did that, but I was also talking about expanding it even more and becoming all three of the Etsy style sellers that I had previously talked about. So being the trend chaser and finding those trendy products and, you know, offering them up and constantly chasing that trend, and also be the guy that sells the wiggly bits, you know, the, what's that word? You know, like the wiggly, the articulated, the little articulated models. My brain cannot wrap around how that could be profitable. I just don't know. But it seems like there's a lot of people doing it. Now, for me to jump into it also means, what I've got to do? Well, I'm going to have to spend some money on advertising if I want to be up top, because there's already a ton of people doing it. So you've got to do what no one else is doing, what the top sellers are probably doing. But you know, if there's 50 people selling a wiggly bit, more than likely 48 of them aren't doing it right. So they're not getting their sales, and you know, they're thinking this isn't for me, or the other person just got lucky, when the reality is they just invested the money to advertise and they put their products in the right space. Which makes me wonder again if I shouldn't look into Amazon and fulfillment by Amazon to create a product. Maybe that glue and caddy primer carrier, yeah, you got it, to actually start printing a bunch of those and using fulfillment by Amazon to sell those on Amazon. I don't know. See, more ideas. But anyway, as you can see back here, we're still printing our print caddy, glue and primer caddy. That's what it's called. Still printing it out, waiting for it to get done. As soon as it's done, we're going to get it packed up and get it the hell out of here. And then I guess I'm going to go on the internet and look at more wiggly stuff and see if that's something I want to do. I'm not sure. Orders packed up, get out. All right. So now what's next? Now I am working on, hold on, using Suno to make some music. This is all original music.
Pressure's building in the nozzle's core. Flow like steady, but I'm wanting more. My clump in, the layers rise, slicing through the limits, precision in my eye.
So we'll see. Oh my God, I need to clean that screen. Yeah, we'll see, because I'm gonna make some music for, you know, when I insert stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll roll some right now.
crashes building in the nozzle's core. Flow rate steady, but I'm wanting more. My clump in the layers rise, slicing through the limits, precision in my eyes. Filling and feeding, the rhythms in sync. G-code whispers what the future will bring. Heat back, humming, adhesions tight. Every pass is perfect, breaking through the night. Seeing I've come, but the bridge won't fail. Overhead, spinning to blaze the trail. Street outside, filament webs. I'm drawing the tab, but I'm cutting the threads. Layer by layer, I'm building my dream. Fused to position of solar seams. Extrusions, clean resolution sight. Bring my future in the dead of night. Layer